Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning into your reading. So we've got another free roam a la carte reading here for you. So if you're drawn to this reading, likely there is a message here for you, or you can just stick around and be entertained for entertainment purposes here. The reading itself, it is, well, we've got a couple things going on here. So I just wanted to go ahead and pull some love confessions cards first. So if you have somebody on your mind or anything like that, you can go ahead and think about that person now. Otherwise, I intend for these cards to come out for whoever the reading is for, Spirit. So their person of interest or future person of interest, crushed, or whatever the case may be, for everyone who is tuned into this reading today, what would their person of interest say to them if they had no filter, please? What would the viewer's person of interest say to them if they had no filter? What would the viewer's person of interest say to them if they had no filter, please? Okay, so start with this one. It says, I am aware that I am ghosting you. I wish I could treat you better, but I am not fully ready. I will come back to you. I will share my love the first chance that I get. Don't lose faith in me. All right. So evidently this is somebody who has either ghosted or that you are in separation with or separation from, because like your person says, they're aware that they're ghosting you or that they're distant. They wish they could treat you better, but they're not fully ready. They say they will come back, and that they will share their love with you the first chance that they get. Don't lose faith in them, okay? So that's what we're starting with. I have used the the last unicorn deck, as well as the romantic fairies, and I have gone ahead and pre-shuffled and meditated. We're going to start with the romantic fairies. So the card that came out for you guys is the Twin Flame Recognition card. You know the soul that mirrors your own. So it's a very lovely card. I love this deck, and it is a card that came out in my free roam reading from last week, so I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description box down below. I'm not sure how many parallels there will be between this one and that one, but I thought it was interesting because, you know, the same card came out twice. Despite being well shuffled, the Twin Flame card wanted to come out again. So evidently a large majority of the viewers believe in the Twin Flame dynamic or higher level soulmates, or simply the caption at the bottom that this person mirrors you, okay? So we've got that going on here. A potential twin flame, or sort of like a relationship where you feel like you are mirroring one another, and there's some sort of element of otherworldly energy, or it feels kind of magical or something special about this connection. And I'm going to use a spread that I learned off the Tarot Oracle channel. So if you guys have not checked out his channel, you can go ahead and check it out. He is he's a tarot teacher basically, but he does live tarot readings every night, and he's just like very entertaining. And anyway, this is a good spread, so I wanted to try it today. It is a relationship spread, obviously, so we're gonna get started with that. And so what we're gonna look at here is, you know, what you want, what they want, and we're gonna look at your needs and your combined energy and things like that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So as for the viewer, for the strongest collective energy of the viewers who have tuned in, because remember, this is a general reading, so just if it doesn't apply, let it fly and all of that, and energies can be interchangeable or vice versa. My intention though is that this first card will represent what you guys are wanting, and we've got the Six of Cups. So that goes along with this card here, which I pulled on camera, this person's talking about needing to come back. The Six of Cups is saying that you want them to come back, because this is a card that talks about, you know, somebody from your past returning. Okay. In this scene in the movie The Last Unicorn, you know, she's been waiting for this unicorn to show up for a very long time. And it's a very tender moment. So it's like that, it's really emoting the feeling of wanting something to be restored, to be healed, to come back. And so this is your energy. So if your relationship, if you are in a relationship, if you're one of the odd few that is still dealing with this person actively or in a relationship with this person, this indicates that the relationship has recently started to decline, and you know, some of you may actually be hung up on how things used to be between you and your person, and you want, you know, you want that back. You want the good old days back. But this card is strongly advising you guys, for those that part resonates with, to just accept them the way that they are in the present moment. You know, don't have any sort of rose-colored glasses at this time about them changing back into the way that they were in the beginning or in the past. Okay, this is you know, especially for those who are currently in a relationship with this person, if it's declining, you know, don't be too hung up on how things used to be. You have to accept them in the present as it is. Okay, that has to be your starting point. So that's an aside, that's advice that this card is indicating, that I'm being guided to say, so I'm saying it. But if this is your ex or someone else from your past that you want back, then this is showing that you know, is what you want. That's the position of the card. What do you want? You want this person back. Some of you, again, back to the relationship dynamic or scenario, you either were longing for a child, are longing for a child, or in the future potentially will be longing for a child. This is a good sign, or you know, that could be happening for those of you that you know, would like to have a child, right? So also for others of you, this could indicate that you want some sort of a gift or an offer from this person, because Six of Cups is you know, in the traditional tarot, it shows a little boy giving the little girl flowers. Maybe some of you want flowers. Maybe you guys want a proposal. Maybe you want some sort of a gift or an offer from this person. So bottom line, you want this person to come back. You want the good feelings to return, and you you know, you want something, some sort of a gift potentially. Okay, so what does your person want? I just saw 222 on the clock. That's validation. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you could look up 222, see what it means for you. It does mean, like, generally contentment and harmony and angelic guidance. But it also represents, it's interesting that I saw that as soon as I pulled out the Knight of Wands in reverse. 222, when you add it up, it's a 6, and 6 is a number that indicates departure or journey, and we have got the Knight of Wands, and all the knights are travelers. So your person, what do they want? They want to travel, more than likely. See the world perhaps, or just stay footloose and fancy free. I'm hearing I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah, those other boys don't know how to act. Okay, Justin Timberlake, and oh, now I'm hearing Olivia Newton-John's "Let's Get Physical." Let's get physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Okay, let me hear your body talk. All right, I think that pretty much says it, what this card is trying to say here. Now, let me hear your body talk. Your body talk. Need I say more? Oh boy. Okay. I am not getting bad intentions necessarily from this card, from your person. More like what they said here. Yeah, what they said here, I wish I could treat you better, but I am not fully ready. So this card definitely validates that. And so yeah, not getting necessarily bad intentions, just more like this person's not ready for anything more serious or committed. If they're coming in and out of your life, you know, this card indicates that they want to continue to do that. Or simply that this is what's foremost on their mind: passion, excitement, but not, you know, not necessarily sticking around for the long term at this time. So, if this is not what you're looking for, then, you know, obviously be cautious. And they probably don't want or aren't ready for something more at this time. You know, want. So that is what they're wanting. So okay, what's the next one? We're going to look at what you need. Okay, that's what we're going to do next. This is what you want, they want. Now we're going to look at what you need and they need. What you want, viewer, is the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, High Priestess in reverse. So that's telling me that you either need to spend more time developing your psychic intuition, or you want to, or you're wanting to develop your metaphysical skills, or you're needing to, right? You're needing to develop your intuition, your metaphysical skills, or you've spent enough time doing that, and you need to get out in the world more and live more in the present moment, and take things as they come, which I feel like that's probably more of the interpretation for more of the majority who are watching. Okay, that because that is a card of people who are into like mysticism, which, you know, you must be to be watching this. And I know that I do have a lot of readers who watch me as well. So, but whether you're a reader or not, this is saying, you know, one of two things: you need to develop your psychic intuition more, or you need to, because it was in reverse, then you need to live in the present more. And take things as they come. So how do you know which one it is? Ask your intuition, okay? If you just know the answer to that question, like which one am I, which do I need to do more? Do I need to develop my metaphysical skills more, my intuition more? Do I need to listen to my intuition more? Or do I need to get out? Have I done enough of developing my intuition? Have I done enough of this? Do I need to get out more, live more in the present moment, and take things as they come more? Ask yourself that, and then you should know the answer and like which category that that you fall into, okay? So if you know, you know, literally. Okay, with that intuitive High Priestess. So if, you know, for some of you, maybe especially for those who resonate with still being in contact with this person or in a relationship with them, if your intuition suspects infidelity, listen to it, okay? Either way, this card's not asking you to suppress your intuition. Some of you are suppressing it, and you need to start listening to it more. And so just don't suppress your intuition. Let it guide you, but don't let it prevent you from living your life, is what you need to do here. And what does your person need? Your person needs Six of Wands. They need to go along their merry way. They need to be their adventurous adventure boy or adventure girl self here. With the Six of Wands, at the very least, they need recognition and admiration. So if this is a third-party situation, you know, this indicates that they will choose you. But first, they have to work for you, okay? So what do I mean by that? They need to work for you. They need to conquer you. They need to conquer it with this Six of Wands energy. You know what I was thinking? There's a movie, what's it called? The Ghosts of, not Christmas Past, Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, where Jennifer Garner makes Matthew McConaughey wait for her, and she says, I'm making you wait for your benefit. This is for your benefit. Because she knows that's what type of guy he is. And that is what this is talking about here. What does this person need? They need to work for it. They need to feel like they are conquering you. They need to be made to work for it, be made to wait. So even though they're wanting to come in fast and hot, maybe that's what they're used to, this card is saying, like, just letting you know that. Follow your intuition on that. Maybe that's not the best route for you, right? Maybe that's not what you want to do or continue doing. Come to think of it, there are probably other parallels between this reading and that movie, especially because, you know, I haven't thought of that movie in years, so maybe check it out if you recall. It was an entertaining movie either way. That movie, what was it? The Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, Jennifer Garner and Matthew McConaughey. So it might be parallels. Anyways. And some of you might actually, I mentioned third party, some of you might actually be involved with somebody else, okay? And actually that's going to work in your favor if you are. Like if this person is dating around, you know, just know that if you're doing the same thing, it's going to work in your favor. Because for some of you, you know, that makes you more of a challenge, and that's what your person is after, a challenge. So this could actually make your person even more determined to win you if you are seeing someone else. I'm just saying, okay? do with that information what you will, but ultimately this card suggests that, again, that you are the one that your person will choose to be with, ... eventually. Okay. So let's look at how you perceive them. How do you perceive this person? The card that came out for that question was the Chariot. So, Chariot's a major arcana. That's Cancer energy. This person, or you could have strong Cancer in your chart. We've got the High Priestess energy, and that's also water sign energy. But you are perceiving this person as the Chariot. So, I mean, you might know everything that I just told you. You already know that this person likes a challenge, that they want to conquer you, that they want to be made to work for something, that they don't really value something enough until they are made to work for it. Some of you already know. You already know all that. So Spirit is just validating that more for you, okay? This person, I mean, you could see them as being very determined to come and conquer you. Maybe they've tried it. Maybe that's when you see them, that's how they behave, or that's how they've been in the past. So, you know, if so, just take that as validation. Like, you're not wrong about that. And maybe it is vice versa, right? It's a general reading, so it can be interchangeable. Maybe you guys like a challenge, but I'm also getting that somebody here with this Chariot, you or your person, could be very successful, have status, be very accomplished, be very strong. Do you see this person as a show-off at all? Because that could be, you know, some might see this person as a show-off. Maybe some of you will see your person as a show-off. You might see them as a social climber too, especially if you're in a relationship with them currently, like somebody that has gotten ahead by who they know, and like just not necessarily walking on people to get ahead, but they didn't get ahead alone, okay? And that's maybe why they want or needs some more support or continued support with that Six of Wands, because I mean, it just feels like that's the dynamic here for some of you. So some of you might see this person as doing very, very well in their career. So if you want someone to take care of you, you might think this person is a safe bet for that. Like, this person is the type that could take care of you. Maybe some of you are thinking that as well. So how does this person perceive you? Got the Three of Cups. Well, I am really inclined to take this, you know, pretty positively. And because I feel like this person, I mean, it's just expressions on their face and everything. It's a very fun and warm kind of card. Just intuitively, I'm getting like this person thinks that you're funny. They think you're fun and interesting. They enjoy spending time with you, and they want to do it more. They want to spend more time with you, definitely. They want to go out with you, you know, to include you and be included with, you know, your friends and family, their friends and family. There is that energy of community here. So it's like maybe some of you have retreated and gone within. Like, you want this person back, or yeah, you want things to be good again between the two of you, but maybe because of the way that they're acting, you know, you have pulled back. They're wanting you to come out again, come out of your shell, and have a good time with them, have fun with them. They miss that part of you, I feel, and they really like that part of you, you know, spending that time with you. And if there is a rift or some other healing that needs to happen, which it looks like for the majority there is, then they definitely want to heal the rift with you. And I just keep getting they want to socialize with you. This is a social energy. This is a person on the go. This is a dynamic person, passionate person, and they want to be that way with you. Okay? But it looks like some of you have lost faith in the connection, and they don't want you to lose faith. They don't want you to lose faith in them. It's like as soon as they have the love to give, they want to give it to you, like the card says, but you know, it's up to you what you want to do with that information, right? So, but definitely if you resonate with this person having a pattern of coming in and out of your life, or anything like that, you know, maybe they see you as a friends with benefits, or that you are in a third party with this person. But like I said, from the start, I have, like, from when I first pulled this card, I felt like this is like pretty positive energy coming off the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups traditionally and historically is an extremely positive card. but the YouTube tarot reading community largely does interpret it as potential third party or outside interference. That's kind of like Three of Swords energy as well, but it can be Three of Cups, and maybe it is for some, but I am feeling like reading it more like, you know, they have really fond feelings for you. Like, they do have feelings for you. They really like you. Maybe they don't take the relationship seriously enough yet, but the forces between the two of you, so this is a card representing the forces between you two, is the King of Cups. So what does that say? This is like what you share, what's between you. Empathy. That was the main thing that I felt when I saw that card. You both feel a lot of empathy for one another. So it's like, even though this person might not be honoring you the way that they should, you still like understand them the way that they are. And even if you're not as outgoing, or if you have retreated from this connection, or maybe, you know, you weren't always holding this person accountable or being realistic about this connection, they still have empathy about that. It's like whatever they need to have empathy for in you, they do, and vice versa. So there's empathy here, and dare I say love, because I do feel, you know, a loving energy between the two of you. There is some sort of a magical or deeper connection here, but even if you don't believe in that, there is, you can't, you know, deny the fact that we've got this watery energy on the board, and water is emotions, okay? So there is an emotional bond here, maybe a psychic one too. That probably would explain why some of the viewers like to spend so much time indoors doing metaphysical things, like tuning into your intuition, meditating, manifesting with that High Priestess energy, and your guys are like, get out of the house. Your person's kind of like that too, from their standpoint. They're like, get out of the house, you know, you're fun, I want to spend time with you. So, and you know, you have your reasons, I'm sure, but that's just the advice coming through. So, you know, someone in the connection or affecting the connection could literally be a man or a masculine with strong water in his chart. That is also possible. It's like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But regardless of sign, that's the energy that we have here. Definitely get that you guys can read each other very well, or this person can read you very well. I feel like some of you are blocking your intuition, or have in the past, and you really need to stop doing that. Because if you would let yourself be intuitive, if you trust in yourself and your intuition and learn to develop it and use it more consistently, is what I'm hearing. Some of you use it just not as consistently as you maybe should, that you would be able to read this person just as well as they can read you. Okay? But I do feel like you guys probably, for the most part, read each other pretty well. I feel like this person, whoever this King of Cups is representing, if it's a person, they, you know, King of Cups can read most people very well. And also, I'm getting that you might have had deja vu when you met this person, you know, felt like you knew them before. It's probably because you guys do mirror one another. You know, people who resonate with this energy, you know, often say that their person resembles them physically, or has some sort of physical trait or mannerisms or something that reminds them of themselves. So sometimes the familiarity is literal. Like, this person, I feel like I've met you before, I know you from somewhere. Well, yeah, I look like I could be your brother, or I look like I could be your cousin or something, right? That there is some sort of physical similarity. So sometimes that mirroring does show up as physical, but not always. And or once you get to know somebody better, like, there is mirroring that you find that you do. And that's being validated again with that King of Cups. So, some sense of deja vu here. And this card here is telling me that you guys are growing in your emotional maturity, you know, through this connection. And if you believe in that relationships or spiritual connections, soulmates come into each other's lives, you know, to teach each other lessons, which is more than likely, you know, something like the truth, right? Who really knows everything? Nobody. But if that's the case, you know, bottom line, regardless, it feels like you guys are growing in emotional maturity through this connection in your individual ways here. You guys do have your differences. It's pretty obvious, especially like in how you interact and stuff in this romantic relationship. But one thing you have in common is you're going through a growth spurt. You're growing from this connection. You know, and that's especially good to know you know, in light of some of the earlier messages that came through, that there's hope, okay? And so I can see why some of you have retreated, you know, or gone within, or, you know, backed away from this connection, you know, if that's what you've done, because of this person being in this energy of coming in and out or trying to be that way, right? Just generally being non-committal. Exciting and fun when you guys are together, but inconsistent when you're probably wanting more consistency. That seems like that's usually the, you know, the pattern that we see with these types of cards here. So it's good to know that this person is, they're maturing. Somebody here is maturing. I feel like it's both of you, because this is your combined energy. So that is good. It does feel like, you know, for what it's worth, it does feel like this person is emotionally loyal to you, if nothing else, okay? And it also feels like one or both of you, probably both, are being very emotionally controlled here and not showing your true feelings. So, you know, advice from Spirit on that is to, you know, it is good to keep your feelings to yourself sometimes. Like, keep most of your feelings about this person close to your chest when you're talking to others about this connection, but, you know, open up more when you're together, especially if and when you're in a relationship. So there is this tendency to withhold how you're feeling about one another. And Spirit's like, yeah, you can do that regarding, like, outsiders. Like, not everybody needs to know your business in this connection. But when it comes to the two of you, you both need to work on being a little bit more vulnerable, showing those emotions a little bit more, because King of Cups has very deep emotions, but he's very good at covering them up, okay? So, a very emotionally controlled king here. So, yeah. And, you know, whoever this guy is, hopefully this is what your person is growing into. And I honestly feel like for some of you, more than likely, to be on the safe side, probably not all, but for some of you, this person is growing into this. Like, they have already said, I will share my love the first chance I get. Don't lose faith in me. And they're not fully ready, but they will come back. So it's like they're trying to encourage you to continue having faith in this connection, that they are growing, that things will change, and eventually they will choose you. Like I said before, that there's potential for a positive outcome in the connection. But if it's not your person, this is showing somebody that's in your future. Like, this is where you're headed. This is what you're manifesting. This is where you're headed. Like, this particular guy here, this king, is relationship material, okay? So he loves to have family around him. I already mentioned that with the Three of Cups. He loves to have family around him. So either your person is growing into this energy, or, you know, you're going to meet someone fitting this description. This is the type of person, you know, that is your best bet if you want a family, if you want a commitment, if you want somebody to love you and honor you and care about your feelings and be in tune with your feelings, and just be good to you. This is the kind of king that you want. So if you're wanting something more serious, you know, we see this king here. So the takeaway is a devoted and compassionate king awaits you guys, one way or the other. And it just depends on who's watching, if it will end up being the person you came to the reading for, or the one who is on your mind, okay? So that being said, we are going to get you a card from the Romance Angels. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Share the video. It does support the channel and keep it going. And thank you guys. Check out my Instagram. Last week I put a messages from your person reading out on Instagram. Check that out. So a lot more of these message cards. And the link for Soulmate Tarot Scopes is in the description box as well, if you want to check out your tarot scope for April 2022. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is linked in the description box down below. So what guidance do the Romance Angels have regarding this reading for the viewers, please? What guidance or advice does Spirit have regarding this reading, please? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You're being encouraged to work on it. I can always feel the resistance from the audience when I talk about certain people and the way that they're behaving or misbehaving, whatever the case may be, and people are like, you know, not always wanting to hear that there's potential in the connection, or not always wanting to hear anything that might give them hope because they're afraid of false hope. But Spirit is saying, you know, again, if you're in tune with your intuition and if you're being honest with yourself about your feelings, I feel like those who are watching this particular video that it's resonating with, you know, you're more than willing to work on this partnership, and you're being guided and advised. Like, if you're on the fence, you don't know if this is the right thing for you to do or not, like you're not sure what your intuition is telling you because you're afraid or you're blocking it or whatnot, and you need to work on it, or you just need to give it a break but you're still not sure, this is just validation from Spirit that you should work on this partnership. You should give your relationship a chance. You know, it is worth the effort. You are learning lessons. You are growing emotionally from this connection. There are things that you're learning. You're learning to trust yourself more. You're learning to not wear rose-colored glasses. You're learning to accept people how they are, to live in the present moment, to come out of your shell more for some of you, for others of you to go in your shell more, to reflect more as needed, right? To develop your skill, your psychic skills, your intuitive skills. This person is learning how to grow emotionally as well. How to have compassion, how to honor his feelings, how to honor your feelings, the meaning of love, to sort of explore. I feel like this person's energy is more about like exploring themselves in the physical world. They embody more of a masculine energy, which is more about the ego and the physical world and the material plane and things like that. So this person is, I feel like they are learning like what their limits are, and sort of doing a kind of like a comparison values-wise of what their values really are, why they hold those values, and making adjustment to those values as needed. Okay? So I can't say, because it's too many people watching, like every specific reason of why people are going through this, or what specific lessons you each individually are learning. But you can kind of guess just by looking at the cards and what was already said in the reading what some of those lessons are. So Spirit is like, go ahead and keep giving the relationship a chance. You know, you have free will in your reality to do what you want, but if you wanted to keep giving this relationship a chance, it wouldn't be a bad idea. At least as of present energies, right? So one more card, please. Future you now. You're already that person, deserving. You have arrived. Bucket list. Achieving your dream. So I feel like your person, a lot of what they're doing now is achieving their dream, going out in the world, getting ahead, working on themselves, trying to put their mark or their stamp on the world, trying to see more of the world, stuff like that. Really sort of stretching and growing who they are. And you are about, you have similar things that you need to do. Maybe you've got a bucket list that you need to pursue. Maybe there's a dream that you're working on that you're after. So it might look different from theirs, so you guys couldn't align sooner because you're meant to go in completely different directions. This is very yin energy, this is very yang energy. But what Spirit is advising you, though, if you want this person, if you want this King of Cups, if you want this person to grow into the King of Cups, if you want them to come back, if you want them to treat you better, you need to, as Neville Goddard would say, live from the end. Feel the feelings of having it now. You know, don't freak out whenever the 3D doesn't show you exactly what you want to see. Don't be so reactive to this person's behavior. If you can't be in their life without reacting, then it is better that you're in separation, because when you react, you just perpetuate more of the same. You just keep recreating in a vicious loop the same thing. So this is just saying that's why you need to be mindful too, to be a better creator. I just got that as well. But you're already the person that you need to be. It's like we get so busy working on something. Spirit is just reminding you that in some reality that already exists, the version of you who is happily with this person, or happily whatever it is that you're wanting, who has achieved their dreams, that person exists, and you're already deserving of that. You've already arrived. So live from the end, basically. You've got a good imagination. You know, use that imagination creatively in order to create the outcome you want, and be happy now, right? You don't have to wait for this person to come back to be happy. You don't have to wait for all the work to be done to be deserving or to be happy or to have the feelings of companionship, love, camaraderie, or whatever it is that you're wanting. To have the family feelings now. You can feel that way now. There are ways you can do that. Then, and the catch is that if you do that now, in your present moment, then you ensure that it comes to you in the physical 3D sooner than if you don't do that now, okay? That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Again, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time.